Am I just seriously depressed, or do all adults feel like this? The world just seems so bland and grey. There was so much magic as a kid. The world seemed so vast and colourful and wonderful. Every day felt like a movie and was just so entertaining. I've heard people say, well, that's just growing up. Becoming an adult. Adult life. But it just doesn't seem right. My life isn't bad at all, by the way. I'd say it's relatively a great life that lots of people would be grateful for. But everything is just so mid, grey, sad. Do all of us adults think this way? The thing is, I'm not sure if I'm suffering from depression or if everyone feels like this. Because it seems that it makes sense and we're all pretending we don't. Aging into your mid-20s, are you? If you want to feel less grey, help make someone's life less grey and the sun will shine on yours. You might want to speak to someone, preferably a licensed therapist, about this. There is joy, life, color and wonder in the world. It's become sort of a meme that adulthood is a vast, grey, boring desert of fun. But it really isn't. There are young and old adults that really enjoy life all over the world. Your brain may not be letting you get enough of those feel-good chemicals, making everything seem lifeless. It's not your fault if you feel that way, and most of us don't. It's okay to go talk to someone about it. I enjoyed adulthood way more than childhood. You're depressed. Finding meaning and taking on responsibility is a good way to get fulfillment in life. I think we must pursue fulfillment and then be grateful when happy feelings come along. To live for another person seems to be the foundation of the meaning we all look for in life. Little bit of column A and little bit of column B. Therapy can help a bit with how you actively view the world. Medication can do so even more. But if you're unhappy with your life in general, then you might need some bigger changes. Honestly, I think we're all demoralized. If you're feeling depressed, that may be due to society and not you. Living expenses are high and we have too many laws. It used to be more fun. It's hard not to get sucked into the blah. But everything goes in a circle, so the good times will come into your adult life eventually. It's not supposed to be like my point too. There's nothing wrong with you. Feeling this way isn't an adult thing at all. This is the way they want the world to seem to be. It's not. As the ancient Egyptian prophecy goes, there will come a time when God's creation will not be looked at with extraordinary wonder. There will come a time when death will be preferred over life. We live in these times. Just remember the real world. And history is actually interesting. They just don't tell you the interesting things. They want you to learn about taxes, which are fake, instead of who you are, which they and everyone claims to not know and understand. All love, brother, sister. You do sound depressed. For me, adulthood has been far better and more enjoyable than childhood. Felt this way since 27. Turned 30 recently. Just when things were getting better. My best friend killed himself a couple weeks before my birthday. So I got back into playing guitar every day, and it's really helped me have something to look forward to at night. I go to work and can't wait to come home just to sit there for 30 minutes practicing whatever song I'm learning. Just try to enjoy the little things. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's mild depression or general unhappiness. Or chronic fatigue, sleep issues. Or any of the above. Do not mistake it for severe depression. Get out and do something new. Go somewhere new. What you are lacking is new experiences, and the old ones are becoming bland. Everyone's lives have peaks and valleys, but if you constantly feel grey, or like there's a dark cloud over you always. You may benefit from speaking to a professional. Honestly, even when life is going well, I think it's always nice to have a therapist to help along the way. We aren't born with all the tools needed in our tool belts to manage life. For real, go to your doctor and discuss getting on antidepressant. It may possibly save your life and change your outlook. It truly did for me. I felt the same way and was stuck in these cycles of sad that at that point just felt normal, as if that's all there is to life, and now I feel completely different, and I can see the world's colors and good and vibrant again. Get the fuck off of Reddit or any social media. I'm serious. Reddit is so damn negative, and so is all of the other social medias like Twitter or Instagram. It's all of us. Been dealing with this as well. I don't necessarily feel sad. Maybe a little. It just feels as if there isn't anything left that excites or interests me. Everything seems so fucking boring and not worth the effort. I'm 30 and have the life I always wanted. Wife I love. Good career. Kids, but it just doesn't seem to matter. Life is just tedious and boring. As a kid you experienced something new every day. Now you choose to do the same thing every day. It gets blander and more uninteresting the older you get. It's why so many old people start looking forward to death. To suffer is the default state of life. Life on Earth generally sucks for everyone. In the West we're just insulated against most of the suck. But it's slowly catching up with us. Most people on Earth are miserable. Being happy is the abnormal state. Yeah, life just sucks and then you die. All it is finding a distraction so you don't think about how it's all for nothing. It's the damn phones. What you feel is a normal reaction to what the world has become. There is no hope for a better future. The glory years are over. The world is a rapidly heating death trap clogged with microplastics and resurgent right-wing ideologies. All one can do is fortify one's defensive position and brace for the wave of catastrophes that will befall us in short order, including the collapse of potable water infrastructure around the globe. You're absolutely depressed. Speak to a doctor. They'll get you started on the stuff to get you sorted. Smoke some weed. The world will still look like when you were a kid. Only difference is that you'll still have to deal with responsibilities, but hey, world not so bland and grey when you're high. Life can do that to someone. I feel that way most days. But it's because of choices I've made and things I have to deal with on a daily basis. I can find joy in some things. But I don't laugh out loud anymore unless I'm with certain people. You can always seek help if you feel any extreme sadness or depression feelings. But everyone has good days and bad days. A professional could tell you what's normal and what isn't. If you can, it can't hurt to talk to a doctor about it. Also, something that was a shock to me was that depression doesn't have to have a good reason for happening, it can just happen. Like you said, you live a good life, but that doesn't stop depression from popping up. You might want to speak to a therapist. I'm full of anxiety, but still generally think the world and what we do in it is pretty awesome. As a 40-year-old, you're not alone in feeling that way. Sometimes you get bored with life and everything is just meh. It could be an opportunity to try something new. Find something that you can look forward to. If you're worried that you are dealing with depression, it's always recommended to seek professional help.